Good evening, wonderful ladies and gentlemen of the internet. It is I, your spooky host, Hazuki Warrior 921 here, taking a look at a great Nintendo GameCube classic, Luigi's Mansion. I absolutely love this game, and it's actually a personal favorite from my childhood. I hope all of you out there is having a happy Halloween in this faithful Halloween night, day, slash whatever your time watching this, as you listen to what I have to say about this game, because it's really, really good. So, now, I don't remember us actually owning this game. However, I do remember us renting it from Blockbuster quite a few times. I also remember watching my mom playing this game a lot, and she did get really far in it. Well, I actually recently finished this game for myself, right around last Halloween of 2019. That's right, for the first time, yes. Now, a bit of a year later, I feel like looking at this game all over again. With that being said, here is my review of Luigi's Mansion. Let's go! The game begins with this cutscene of Luigi walking through a very scary looking forest. We then see that he is holding a certificate of some kind to claim a free mansion that he has won. However, that's not the only reason of why he is out here with the certificate in the mansion. You see, Luigi's brother Mario saw the certificate in the mail at the time and suspected that there was something fishy about the mansion. So, he went to go investigate to see if it was legit. However, he hasn't returned home since, and thus, that's a part of why Luigi is also here. To see how legitimate this free mansion thing is, and to see if Mario is alright, if he's okay. Like, what the heck happened to him? Why hasn't he come home yet? Once he arrives, however, he does quickly learn how illegitimate it really is. He encounters ghosts and is almost done for, if not for the brave old scientist known as Professor Egad. For those of you who may be familiar with this character, but may have never gotten to play Luigi's Mansion, this is actually Professor Egad's very first appearance in the Mario series. I really love this little dude, and just the way he talks is always a treat to hear. Anyways, Egad was actually investigating the mansion with a very specific ghost sucking tool that he had invented, the Poltergeist 3000. Yes, it's supposed to look like a vacuum cleaner on purpose, but yes, this thing is supposed to help Luigi suck up the ghosts in the mansion to save his brother. This device is going to be Luigi's new best friend for the upcoming adventure that he is about to witness. Also, Egad reveals to Luigi that the mansion is brand new. It actually only appeared here a few days ago, right by Egad's lab. It just appeared. Very bizarre. So without further ado, and no more lollygagging for sure, Luigi decides to go and investigate the haunted mansion in hopes of rescuing his brother, Mario. Alright, so this is where the fun slash gameplay truly begins. Luigi's Mansion, folks. How could anyone out there forget such an iconic and dynamic atmosphere for this game? I just love how the whole game looks like this, with this one static camera angle, right? Like on the side here, practically throughout the whole game. You just see Luigi from the side angle, from the view as if you're looking inside the mansion itself. It just works really, really well through the perspective of, say, almost like a dollhouse style, for instance. And this bit right here, you've gotta love this. This is for sure iconic to the game as well. I'm sorry for saying this, but I fucking love that, you know? I really do. I'm sorry, but I've been wanting to talk about Luigi's Mansion for a very long time now on YouTube, and I never really thought about making a game review of it until now. Personally, for me, I love this game to death. Really. I do. I mean, I grew up with this game, essentially. As I mentioned in my Pikmin review, the Nintendo GameCube was basically my family's true first video game console that we ever came to own. With it, we had Super Mario Sunshine and Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. But not Luigi's Mansion, as I mentioned earlier. We had to rent it. So, while Luigi is exploring this said haunted mansion, he needs to suck up various ghosts in order to return things back to normal. However, he quickly finds out that these ordinary ghosts are the least of his problems. You see, near the ending of, well, debatably the ending of the first act of the game, Luigi finds a mysterious red button that he decides to press. And, well, he accidentally lets out a bunch of booze to go on and wreak havoc. Great, Luigi. That's just great, man. There are 50 boos to capture in total. However, you don't need to collect all 50 of them in order to finish the game. to get to the final boss. In fact, there's even a giant Boo boss fight where you get to collect about 20 or more of them all at once. The reason why Luigi has to collect these said Boos in the first place is because of this bastard right here. Yup, this asshole, King Boo. What a jerk. I believe that Luigi's Mansion is actually his first appearance in the Mario series of main title games. I also know that he makes a boss appearance in Super Mario Sunshine. Yeah, that doesn't quite look right. Yeah, right? No, that does not look like the King Boo that I know. No, siree, not in this house. I don't. No, thank you. Let's move on to the controls of the game. To move Luigi around, use both the left stick and C stick on the controller. The C stick actually moves Luigi's Poltergeist 3000 around. The L and R shoulder buttons either help the Poltergeist shoot out dust or suck up air/ghosts. In order to catch the ghosts, Luigi has to first stun them with his flashlight. You press the B button to turn off your flashlight and let go of it to flash in a ghost's face. This can be pretty handy when it comes to capturing them. You press A to go, Jason! 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 No, I'm terribly sorry, that's the wrong game. Instead, you press A to go, Mario! 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 Yeah, that. Thanks, Luigi. Throughout the whole game, pretty much. The A button also helps Luigi interact with pretty much anything that he comes in close contact to. You also need to talk to Toads to save your progress in the game with the A button. Each time Luigi captures a Boo, you can also save your progress that way. The Z, X, and Y buttons also help open up another nifty tool that the good professor gave Luigi, the Game Boy Horror. Yes, that's right. A little device designed off the Game Boy Color, I believe. The Game Boy Horror can be used for either camera, map, or inventory for Luigi. It helps track down the bigger ghosts that you have captured, the bosses, along with all of the various cash and gold that Luigi finds along his journey. The bosses are all pretty great and unique in their own special way, but I can't get too in depth or dissect every single one of them on how they all are. It would just be very out of focus for this video, and it would be really long. It'd feel awfully time consuming. Instead, I'll just go over the main area bosses, starting with the first one, Chansey. And to be honest, these ghosts are so good and unique. Each one of them kind of deserve their own, little mini 5-minute video maybe. That's how interesting they kind of are to me. Yup, that's right, Chansey is a baby, and quite an annoying one of that. However, since he's a baby ghost, well, let's not let our minds get to too many dark places for the sake of this review, yeah? Anyways, he's pretty rough, tough, and again, annoying for the most part when you fight him. However, once you get his parent down, he's not so bad. Next up is Bogmire. I really love this boss. I mean, just look at him. There is so much to do with this arena, and it's just so great, really. I love his design and the concept of how it is you're supposed to defeat him. And for Area 3, it was one of the bosses that I mentioned earlier, Boolasis, the Jumbo Ghost. He's also a lot of fun for a big boss. And again, he jumps your Boo count up pretty high when you capture him with all the Boos that make up of him. You have to poke him with the horn of the unicorn statues and then take down the Boos one by one or so. Some fun stuff, really, if you ask me. Now, before I get to the final boss, I do want to mention a couple of other bosses that really stuck out to me. Like Biff Alice over here. Oh man, what a big jerk he was. You have to hit him 3 times, I believe, with these punching bags before you can stun him and take him down. However, once you manage to do it, it feels so satisfying. Then, there's this lady right here. The music/piano lady, Melody Pianissima. In order to get her attention, you must first shake all the instruments in the room and to start playing. Once that happens, lo and behold, it's the Super Mario Bros. Theme song. Mario! Oh yeah. Next, she quizzes you a bit, and then you can finally capture her. I thought that Jarvis, the jar collector guy, was pretty interesting and unique. I really liked him. I liked the fight with the twins, how you had to find them and even kind of use the toys against them, I think. Or the hide and seek mechanic was great. The toy soldier section was very heart-pounding, inducing, and taking them out was quite a challenge, man. Jesus, it was indeed. Each ghost fight is great, special, and unique in its own way. Believe me, there's some great stuff here. However, one of the most standout characters / quote-unquote bosses in the game, which I wouldn't really count her as a boss, that I really want to touch on, is her, the fortune teller. That's right, Madame Clairvoyant. The lady that basically helps you out. She's actually more of an ally, a friend of the game, rather than a boss or an enemy. You see, throughout the game, Luigi finds various items belonging to Mario. His hat, his glove, his shoe, a piece of paper / note, and his star. By the way, the way he gets the star is very unique. He has to blow up the moon in the observatory, and it's this really strange and trippy moment, but it's really memorable. It is, for sure. But each time that you find an item, give it to Madame Clairvoyant. She'll tell Luigi a little bit more about the situation with Mario in each of the 5 meetings. Finally, at the last meeting with the good madam, she reveals to Luigi that she wants to be put to rest. She wants to be sucked up and be put back into a painting. She's ready. You see, all of the other ghosts in the game fight with you when it comes to the vacuum cleaner. They were all once paintings and would rather be out in the mansion running amok rather than go back to where they once belonged. I believe that Luigi and Egad are actually helping these ghosts out by capturing them and putting them down to rest from their paranormal physicality manifestations. Or ghost bodies, is basically what I'm saying. Yeah, from that to a painting. And Madame Clairvoyant is no exception to that rule. However, unlike all the other ghosts in the game, she volunteers and is actually mature enough to be okay with this. She understands that the undead needs to be lit to rest, for it is natural for the supernatural. And so, without further ado, we suck up our dear old friend and are closer to calling it a night. Alright, now it's time to talk about the final boss, King Boo. This mother is just... Ugh! He is the absolute worst! I mean, look at what he did! Not only did he capture Mario, but he freed all of these perfectly contented ghosts in the spooky mansion, and that he just made... And he was going around terrorizing all these poor toads along with the other ghosts. This jerk is going down, man. However, he came prepared. Yeah, the final boss isn't just really King Boo, but it's also a giant robotic Bowser that he's controlling. Oh yes, also, if you do want to 100% this game and capture all of the 50 Boos, King Boo does not count as one of the 50 Boos. Keep that in mind, he does not count. He's actually the 51st Boo to be kidnapped, or captured. So, with that being said, best of luck to you being these, 2 titans. They're really tough. For real though. First, you have to pick up these ginormous spike balls that the Robot Bowser manifests and underhand throws at you. Not only that, but they can explode such hurt you, so you have to be quick about it. Then you shoot it at the giant Robot Bowser, and then, when he drops his guard, you can start sucking away on King Boo. Oh yeah, did I forget to mention that he breathes out fire? That's right, the Bowser, he breathes out fire, so you have to launch the spike ball when he's doing that, and then it hits his head, and then the King Boo gets released. But there's also parts where he jumps up in the air, he lands on Luigi. Yeah, you can easily get a game over here. Plus, I think King Boo has a 500 HP starting, so it's like, yeah, it's not impossible, but it is near damn hard for real. With enough effort and perseverance, you can eventually defeat King Boo / Bowser. Take my word for it, you really can. Plus, it doesn't help that Luigi isn't the fastest in the game, so moving him around where quick moving / thinking is required is difficult enough as it is. So, with that finally all said and done, Mario is rescued. Luigi did it! He got his brother back. After all of that hard work, it was totally worth it. Not only that, but Egad reveals to Luigi that whole ordeal / adventure only lasted him 1 night, or the character's only 1 night. I mean, I believe it, man. Luigi's Mansion is an awfully short / quick game. A lot does happen, but it happens really quick. Luigi and Iga then put Mario's painting through this machine that was helping all the ghosts being turned back into paintings. Only for Mario, though, they put it in reverse to turn back into Mario instead of a painting, obviously. And just like that, bam! Mario's back, baby. And Luigi, he couldn't be even more happier. So, ladies and gents, that was my review of Luigi's Mansion. Again, this is most definitely one of my favorite games in the Mario series and one of my favorite games on the Nintendo GameCube. I have just recently started playing the 3DS version of the game neck and neck with Luigi's Mansion 2 Dark Moon, and I am thoroughly enjoying both these titles so far. I will review them in due time, at least Luigi's Mansion 2 and 3 I will. I'm not so sure about the 3DS remake of this game, but I can at least mention its differences to the original. So, what did you guys think? Do you guys like Luigi's Mansion? Hell, who in the first place doesn't love Luigi as a character? Who can help but root for him? He's a good guy such boy at heart, and always makes sure to do the right thing. He really does. So folks, let me know in the comments down below. Until then, I will see you guys in my last game review of the year, which will be on Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I'll see you then. Take care until then, guys. Have a good one.